The sky is blue, the grass green. It's a great day to be alive and a great day for high school soccer here in the state of Minnesota, and that is what we have for you here on ETV. Good morning, everybody. My name is Nathan Cron, joined by an award-winning ETV crew. We'll meet a little bit later. We've got some great high school girls soccer action for you between the Eagan Wildcats and the visitors, the Prior Lake Lakers. Both teams looking to get another quality win under their belt on their resume as they head toward the section playoffs, which start in just over a week's time. Well, I should say the section pairings will be made in just over a week's time. So both teams have everything to play for. Both teams in the hunt for a South Suburban Conference title and seeding in their respective sections. The Wildcats in Section 3-3A, the Prior Lake Lakers in Section 2-3A. So a few teams in common between these two sides. We'll talk a little bit about that as the game moves forward. But the Wildcats have everything to do here for their opportunity here today. The Lakers come in with a similar record of 8-3-1 to the Wildcats 9-3-1. Wildcats and Lakers both in the others receiving votes category of the Minnesota Soccer Coaches Poll. Prior Lake Lakers in all white with dark numbers. Moving from left to right on your screen, they'll be attacking the south end of Wildcat Stadium. Wildcats in all blue with white numbers, heading from right to left. Just underway here from Eagan High School, the campus of Eagan High School, Eagan, Minnesota. We'll set your lineups here momentarily. First, your visitors for the Lakers: Holmberg, Hendrickson, Carney, Hellberg, Steim, Schindler, Ullman, Anderson, Ulrich, Torres, and Jurek. Your starting 11 for the Wildcats: Kron, Fall, Illyria Yin, Enning, Weissel, Bray, Jolstrom, Burke, Weisendonner, Leitenberg, and Seehafer. Bray back for Yin, chips that over to the far side. Again, both these teams, quality soccer teams. Just a great matchup here for a beautiful Saturday afternoon. A little bit muggy outside. It's in the upper 60s, but the relative humidity is close to 70%, so it feels very warm out there. Bright sunshine is going to punish the spectators on this side of the stands. You can see perhaps at the top of your screen a handful of spectators have inadvisedly headed toward the other side of the stadium to sit in the shade, which I can certainly understand, but unfortunately my guess is by halftime those spectators will be moved out of that position as the spectators want to be kept on this side. In any event, Seehafer with it, puts the moves on there in the corner, matched up against Ulrich. Seehafer pulls it onto her left foot, sends it in towards Bray, but it's played away that time by the defense. Kron quickly stepping to it. Now Jurek will attack. Jurek gaining ground, but not getting by Kron. That's all-state track speed. Now Jurek puts on a move, does a nice job into the penalty area, and Weissel will smother that up. Technically, probably a shot on goal for the Lakers.
First shot of the game for Prior Lake.
Just underway here. Again, both teams looking for an opportunity to get another quality win that will help them for section seeding purposes. Enning battling over on the far side. Ball's a little loose there in the Wildcat midfield. Fall sends it forward for Leitenberg. Leitenberg's going to run out of real estate. So nearly identical records, both teams with good defensive records. The Lakers in their last 5 games, not including the Burnsville game, which was their last game, in which they were successful 11-0 against a struggling and still developing Burnsville program. But leaving aside that game, in the last 5 games, other 5 games that they've played, they've not scored more than 2 goals, going 2-2-1 in that stretch. Wildcats, at the same time, in their last 6 games, have only conceded 3 goals. So it's been, I don't expect, and we would not expect, a substantial number of goals to be scored today. One might even suggest first team to 3 probably wins. So Wiesendoner gets it on her left foot. She sends that forward for Leitenberg. Defense is going to flash in front of Leitenberg. Nicely done. Nice play by Hellberg. Physical in the midfield, both teams. Leitenberg wins that. Attacks down the left side. Sends it in for the left foot. Looking for Seehafer. Finds Wiesendoner. Wiesendoner back for Yin. Good pressure that time by the Lakers. Yin forced to go backwards. Some contact there to the back. A little surprised that there could have been a whistle there. A little match control foul, but in any event, the Wildcats will break. Jurek with big pressure against the Wildcat back line. Jurek with that casted up left arm. We'll have to keep an eye on her. A big part of the Prior Lake attack. Bray. Enning tries a one-touch, doesn't quite come off, finds Jolstrom. Jolstrom to Bray. Isabella Fall. Leitenberg to Yin, one touch. Good job, well done. And a foul against the Wildcats. So handball violation against the Wildcats. The Lakers will start with a free kick in their own end. So he said the Lakers' last timeout was an 11-0 victory against the Burnsville Blaze. Their next game against the Farmington Tigers on the 30th at 5 p.m. And that is at Farmington. A little bit of a misplay there by Enning, and Yin puts that into touch. So the Lakers doing a good job of pressuring the Wildcat back line early. Hellberg looks for Torres. Torres tries to get the cross in. She does. And it comes back for Steyem. Steyem's cross intercepted that time by the Wildcats. The Wildcats will look to break. Wiesendoner knocks it down nicely for Bray. Bray feeds it forward for Seehafer. Enning on a run, far side. Enning heaves that up and over. This might land for Leitenberg. It does. Leitenberg is going to get onto this ball. She's got a right foot, and she goes to goal with it. And Ava Leitenberg picks up where she left off against the Farmington Tigers with a hat trick. She starts today. First shot on goal for the Wildcats. First goal for the Wildcats, and it's 1-0. So Ava Leitenberg coming off a hat trick against the Farmington Tigers, scores early for these Wildcats, and scored importantly from our perspective with her right foot. She's a naturally left-footed player, but she did a nice job of slotting that home. And Holmberg, the Laker goalie, really was one-on-one. She couldn't cover the whole net, and she found the way to get through. Anna Enning earns the assist.
6 minutes, 15 seconds.
And Lakers right back at the Wildcats. Carney in the middle battling. Jolstrom goes down in a heap, but that ball will find its way over the end line for a goal kick. So an early start here for the Wildcats. They had a similar early start against the Farmington Tigers in their last effort out here at Wildcat Stadium, scoring in the first 90 seconds against the Farmington Tigers. In that game, a 6-0 victory over the Farmington Tigers. Both Josie Seehafer and Ava Leitenberg, your senior captain forwards and wingers, both had hat tricks. This ball falls kindly for Prior Lake, and Weissel with a big save. Good shot by Prior Lake, jumping on that quickly. Weissel with a huge save there to preserve the 1-0 lead.
The shot for Prior Lake was Maya Kearney, number 12.
Prior Lake showing real quality in the attack so far. They've done a nice job of creating pressure on this Wildcat defense. Wildcats will have to be extremely careful not to crack under this pressure. Great test for both teams as they look to burnish their laurels for section seedings. And talk a little bit about these two teams and some of their common opponents. Both teams, the Wildcats and the Lakers, defeated the Minnetonka Skippers 2-1 this season. The ball comes up and over looking for Leitenberg. Leitenberg might get on this. She is on it. She has a left foot. She goes to goal, and she scores again. Ava Leitenberg in the 8th minute cashes in off the throw-in. It goes up and over. And Leitenberg this time with her more comfortable left foot cashes in for the Wildcats. Cannot tell you exactly who's going to get the assist on that one, but the Wildcats starting fast in the first 8 minutes of the game. 2 goals for captain Ava Leitenberg. And a substitution for Prior Lake as Lyons comes on. McKenna Lyons comes on to take the spot of the right back who was the unfortunate victim of both Leitenberg goals.
Scoring for the Eagan Wildcats, her second goal of the game, number 8, Ava Leitenberg.
The Wildcats have an excellent defensive record when they take an early lead. In fact, they have not conceded and not lost a game in which they have led first.
Second of the game for Ava Leitenberg, assisted by Josie Seehafer. The time 8:32.
This ball gets pitched back and will run into touch. So Weissel will begin us with a goal kick.
Goal kick Wildcats.
But as the Wildcats demonstrated against the Shakopee Sabres, their real goal-scoring strength is on those wings. Weisendotter in the middle distributing. Here's Seehafer, the other wing. She's going to skip away from the defense. Defense chasing her down. Seehafer now with some company. Slams on the brakes, sends it to the middle. That ball's not going to find anyone except Leitenberg, who's one touch for Seehafer. Just not quite enough heat and heaviness on it. Fall knocks that down, sends it over for Seehafer, and I think Seehafer's going to run out of real estate, and indeed she does. So 2 shots. 2 shots for the Wildcats, 2 shots on goal and 2 goals, which is definitely not the way that the Lakers wanted to start this match. Lakers have not, as I said, other than their Burnsville game, they have not scored more than 2 goals since September 11th. This ball gets played in for Weisendotter. Weisendotter tries to knock that down. It takes a hop on her. It's cleared by the defense. Nice layoff that time. Excellent layoff that time by Jurek. Good foot skills in the middle by Schindler. Goes around Bray. Burke cleans that up. And Burke hammers that into touch. Lakers will restart with a throw taken by the Wildcats. So the Wildcats, as I said, to finish the point, the Shakopee Sabres saw the wrong end of the Seehafer-Leitenberg Express on the outside. As this ball finds its way to Jurek, she does a nice job of getting by Fall, but Fall then recovers. Fall keeps the ball down, keeps Jurek pinned. Yin, Burke, Cron. Now Cron sends it in over the top for Seehafer. That's an unlucky bounce. Seehafer knocks it down, plays it negative this time to Cron. Cron out to Enning. Watched there by Ullman. Big step here for Fall. And that ball played long for Weisendotter, but Weisendotter, the senior forward, number 10, just had the ball on her feet, and as this goes back to Holmberg. Weisendotter, one of your, if you can call it, trigger women, if you want to call it that, doing a nice job of playing with her back to the goal and then turning and setting things up. And this is going to be unfortunate. The ball's going to roll on. I think this is an 11 o'clock Saturday start, and unfortunately the Wildcats are unable to or are without ball kids. So we may have a couple of parents at some point heading down to try to knock a few of these balls down. Here's a play by Leitenberg. She steps in. She's feeling it. Tries to get this on her right foot. Tries to slide this through for Seehafer. Doesn't quite come off. Ball switched to the far side. That time well done by the Lakers. Taken by Enning. Cron pops that up over the top. Looking for Weisendonner. Weisendonner again back to the goal. That's her preferred. She slides it through for Seehafer. Doesn't quite come off, but good defense there by Enning. Burke. Oh, nice foot skills, changing direction. Jolstrom. 1-2 with Bray. Opportunity here for Yin. Can Yin get to the end of this? She gets a touch to it, but good defense coming back that time by Lyons. Now Jolstrom. Jolstrom plays wide. This is for Seehafer. Seehafer is going to be able to keep this in. Seehafer attacking far side. Around one defender, sends it in, serves it in. Wildcats need somebody to get on the other end of that. Cleared that time well by the Lakers. Yin chips that in towards Weisendonner. Weisendonner, quick shot, turns, spins. Leitenberg shot. That's going to go over the top of the crossbar. So a shot for Leitenberg that doesn't find the back of the net. As Jurek will be withdrawn by the Lakers. And Phillips will check in. And that slides, and I think that's Anderson. No, it's not Anderson, it's Ullman. Ullman's going to slide to Jurek's spot here in the center midfield. So as you can see from the screen, the TV in front of you, the matchups here, you can see everyone's basically playing a man-to-man type of defense. As this ball finds its way back to Fall. Fall for Enning. Enning unable to keep that in. Now she's got to retreat quickly as the Lakers want to take a quick throw. Wildcats looking to repeat as South Suburban Conference champions. They are the reigning South Suburban Conference champions, as well as your Section 3 3A champions. This ball comes to the back line and goes through all the way to Weissel. Weissel will claim. Lakers last year lost in the Section 2 3A quarterfinals to the Shakopee Sabres. So they'll look to improve on that playoff record as Leitenberg knocks that down and puts it into touch. I mentioned some of the common opponents. The Lakers also beat the Minnetonka Skippers 2-1, but they lost to the Rosemount Irish by a score of 2-1. And so the Lakers looking for a little bit of consistency there, although they did beat Lakeville North, where the Wildcats had a tie, and they managed to get a tie against Lakeville South, a 1-1 draw. So, you know, two teams well matched in terms of schedule, in terms of record, and perhaps even in terms of strengths, as Seehafer takes on the defense to the outside. Seehafer still to the outside. Seehafer slides it in towards Holmberg, but that goes well wide. So a shot, not on goal. And off of the Lakers, so we will have our first corner of the game for the Wildcats. First corner for either team as Weisendonner trots over to take it.
Number 10, Kylie Weisendonner.
So let's see if Weisendonner's able to curl this one in with her left foot. She's done it before. This comes in towards the net. It's right near the net. It's sitting in the net. Someone needs to finish. And Enning got a hand to it. Holmberg bravely threw her body in front of it. Might have a bit of an injury. I think maybe somebody got stepped on down there. As Schindler comes up limping, she's going to walk that off. But Holmberg bravely throwing herself in that. That ball was absolutely dropped in the perfect place on the back post. It was a mad scramble. And the Lakers are able to defend their goal. Burke looks for Leitenberg. Plays back for Fall. Real credit to the Lakers, despite conceding 2 early goals, they have not shied away from the challenge of putting pressure on the Wildcats. Great tackle there by Evie Burke. This ball finds its way to Seehafer. Seehafer's 1v2. She's going to try to slide that across for Leitenberg, and it's intercepted. Bray sends it out for Weisendonner. Weisendonner, little through for Seehafer. Seehafer, and they're going to get Seehafer for a push. They're going to get Seehafer for a push, and I'd blow that whistle too. So I'm fine with that. That makes, it's an easy call for the assistant referee. As Seehafer gave the defender, and I could not see the number, just a little extra shove in the back to try to win that ball. That's a good call by the officiating crew. Center referee is Clinton LeBeau. Assistant referees Nosi Indy and Bill Beardsley. Wildcats punch that back in. The Lakers will claim as Holmberg comes out to take it. Holmberg puts her foot to it. This lands off of, I think that's off of Torres. And the assistant, it looks like the referees agree. Again, with no ball kids, there's a little bit of a pause between each of these balls that goes well into touch. Thank you for joining us here on ETV, on the YouTube channel or on ETV. We really do appreciate it. The referee says, Illyria, and you move back, young lady. You just stole about 10 yards. Illyria Yin, one of the seniors on this team, is light. Weisendonner tries to get to that ball. It gets put out again by the that time by the Lakers captain Katie Anderson, number 19, one of their senior captains. Be relied upon to shut down the likes of Kylie Weisendonner. Illyria Yin will try to repeat what she just did. Heaves that up and looks for Leitenberg. Illyria Yin sends that across. Seehafer's going to get to this first. She's going to be able to keep it in. Far corner. She's going to earn the throw. So throw for Seehafer in the corner. Looks for Bray. Bray tries to knock it down. Gets it to Weisendonner. Weisendonner slides it towards goal, but could not get her hips into it. Picked up a turf burn probably for her trouble. We've seen Kylie Weisendonner with that left foot make some magic. Not that time, and she just needed to get her hips turned a little bit more. So push for Burke, so another foul here against the Wildcats. So free kick for the Lakers coming from about the football 45-yard line. Speaking of football, thanks for joining us on ETV last night as the Eagan Wildcats went down to Lakeville North and took on the #1 ranked team in the state, the Lakeville North Panthers. Wildcats came out 3 points short against the Panthers as that ball comes in towards the penalty area. Nicely done. Opportunity, good rally defense there. Battle between Carney and Burke. That ball finds its way into the netting. So a shot, but not on goal, into the netting by Schindler. And the Wildcats, despite putting up 33, were not able to beat the Panthers with their 36, and the Wildcats fall for their second loss of the season. Of course, 2 losses of the season. #1 to their first loss against the #2 ranked team in the state at the time, Edina Hornets. Second loss against the #1 ranked team in the state, the Lakeville North Panthers. And so this is definitely not your father's Eagan Wildcat football program, as the culture has definitely changed there. Culture that didn't have to change too much for success, the Wildcat girls soccer team. As Seehafer flashes by, goes right by the defense. Now she takes on a defender. She slides to the middle. Leitenberg with a turn. Nicely done. Bray making a run for it as well. Illyria Yin unable to keep it in. A heady play that time by Anderson. Had to continue that, but Leitenberg showing you how much speed she has. Seehafer showing you what kind of speed she has. Well worked that time by the Lakers. Lakers will attack. Isabella Fall, nicely done there. But the Lakers find it again in the midfield. Cron off of her foot awkwardly. Falls for Jolstrom. Jolstrom lays this off for Seehafer. Seehafer inside for Leitenberg. Leitenberg's going to try a spin move. Lay off for Weisendonner. Weisendonner's going to go for goal. That might have been a bit aspirational from 30 yards out. And it was partially blocked and goes to Holmberg. Ball comes back to the back line. Anderson with it again. So the Lakers with a back four, much similar to the Wildcats, although one of their back four kind of dropping into almost a sweeper position. Fall, Enning. Fall looks for Seehafer. Wildcats will, with 16 minutes and change to go here in the first half, we'll have a plethora of substitutes coming on to the next dead ball. Fall battles, nicely done, and rather now that, on the other hand, not a lot in that one. Both players shoulder to shoulder. I think I can understand why the referee blew the whistle, but from my perspective, not a lot there. Both players kind of pushing back and forth. In any event, the Lakers will take it 35 yards out. Free kick for the Lakers. Ullman standing over it. She puts it high, and it's just a little too high and hits the football upright. So now we will have substitutes for the Wildcats. Let's see who's coming on. As I said, it'll probably be easier for me to tell you, reset the entire lineup than try to tell you who just came on.
Number 3, Ellie Westerman. Number 17, Courtney Bumpers.
Ella Horn, Westerman, Ellie Westerman, Courtney Bumpers, Tess Triplett, Audrey Siljan, all coming into the game for the Wildcats. Wildcats may have changed their formation too. We're going to have to see here. No, Cron and Fall still out there. So a foul here against the Wildcats. Their 5th foul of the half. Free kick for the Lakers right around the football 40-yard line.
Foul on the Wildcats, free kick, Prior Lake.
For those of you expecting to, or hoping to hear the dulcet sounds of Skip Newton, my normal broadcast partner, he's on special assignment. So unlucky, you're going to have to be stuck with me. Ball finds its way to Seehafer. She hoofs it forward now for Triplett. Triplett tries to slide this now for Bumpers. Bumpers, well, I'm not sure. That sure looked like physical play that might have resulted in a whistle there. Eagan fans seem to agree. Ball comes back for the Lakers who try to send that forward. It's going to be intercepted there in the midfield. A series of new players still working out exactly where they want to be as Westerman now has it on her foot. Lays off for Triplett. Triplett. Wildcats being a little too cute here. Maybe just need to go north-south a little. There's an opportunity for Horn. Westerman. Good pressure by the Lakers, and they force a throw for the Wildcats. (2-0 to the Wildcats, but Lakers climbing back into this game a little bit with some good pressure and a couple of free kicks. Speaking of pressure here, the ball finds its way into the Wildcat penalty area. Attempted flick on that time by Westerman. Just needs to be some better communication here for the Wildcats. Westerman, who had the game winner against the Hill Murray Pioneers. Now she makes a move around a player. Nicely done. Ellie Westerman can attack. She's got Bumpers to the middle. She also has Seehafer on the backside. Nice defense there by Anderson. Falls for Triplett. Triplett tries to curl that back in towards Seehafer. That was well done. Seehafer, the senior captain, gets it on her left foot, slides that, tries to slide it through, comes back to her. Now to Triplett again. Triplett now to the attack. Finds her way into the penalty area, around a couple of defenders, slides it towards goal, and Holmberg confidently gets her body in front of it, gets down, and makes that save. Third shot on goal for the Wildcats.
Test triplet number 7, save is made, Brooklyn Holmberg.
Holmberg nicely done. Triplet with great intensity there to get by a couple of stout Prior Lake defenders. Move to the outside as so a foul against the Lakers down deep. And the first foul against the Lakers in this game. So free kick for Fall. Wildcats would definitely and love to get in one more before half. Lakers would love to get on the scoreboard before half. Everything to play for both of these teams. And they're going to get triplet for a foul there with a push. Not a lot in that, but I think it came from the back. So easy call for center referee Clinton LeBeau. So free kick from 55 yards out for the Lakers.
This is number 11, Taylor Hendrickson on the kick.
Thank you all for joining us, whether you're from Prior Lake or from Eagan or from parts unknown. Ball gets hoofed forward for Bumpers, who gets dumped to the turf. That's the second time Bumpers has been knocked down to the turf. Knocked off the ball. Might have some additional substitutions here for the Wildcats. As Enning puts this in play. And we'll have another chance at it now, as I think we will see some substitutes with 10 minutes, just over 10 and a half minutes to go. Ball falls for triplet. Enning pitches that up and sends it out, and that will find touch. So with the substitution break, and we'll get those substitutes here shortly for the Wildcats, I want to say thank you to our award-winning ETV crew, executive producer Josh Sibley, director Jared Greenberg, cameras Brad Lester and Tim Shinyan. Thank you so much for making us look and sound so good here on ETV, as Sienna Rozga, Mia Kosnick, and Olivia Ehrenberg all check in. The aforementioned Kosnick sends that down towards the corner, looking for Bumpers, but it finds touch. And I think the Lakers, yes, the Lakers will also be substituting. So inside the last 10 minutes here of the first half where the Lakers started quickly, started well. Wildcats jumped on them very quickly with two goals by Ava Leitenberg in the 6th and 8th minutes. And then the Lakers have kind of steadied the ship and are now back at it a little bit here in terms of being able to create some potential pressure as this ball goes into touch. Referees will try to line up the throw from Enning. Enning is going to try to go over the top, looks for Triplet. Triplet gets it down, Triplet keeps it in, Triplet to the corner. Triplet's going to serve it in, right foot. Is somebody going to be there for a blue jersey? The answer is no. Ehrenberg punches that with her left foot towards Holmberg. It was a shot on goal. It's the second or third time that the Wildcats have had a cross and no one's been high in the box to be able to cash that in. Horn under a bit of pressure there, finds Westerman. Westerman with a nice turn, nicely done. Second time Westerman has done that to Lions. Westerman attacking to the outside, slides to slide it through for Triplet. Just a little too east-west, not quite enough north-south. But Westerman is working out that letting the ball play through. Is now Kosnick with it. She's going to take a big touch, and that's going to go into touch. Kosnick will be disappointed with that touch. But this is the second or third time that Ellie Westerman has done that to the back on this side. The Wildcats certainly have strength attacking to the outside. Westerman with a good foot skills to get that down. Finds Siljan. Siljan over to Bumpers. Bumpers has it taken off of her foot and put it in touch, so we'll have an Anna Enning throw, far side. Scored 2-0 to the Wildcats. Goals by Leitenberg in the 6th and 8th minutes. 6th and 9th minutes, excuse me. And that is your margin. Bumpers lays off for Siljan. Siljan in towards Westerman, just a little too close to Holmberg. Nice firm cross from Siljan, just a little bit too close to the keeper, and Westerman really didn't have a chance to get to that ball. Punt comes to the middle, gets by everybody, takes a couple of bounces off Jurek there battling Rozga. Fall. Good layoff there by Triplett for Ehrenberg. Ehrenberg a little slow to get to that ball. Now they claim it back. Ehrenberg again with it. Nice little move, very smooth from Olivia Ehrenberg. Sends that forward, looks for Bumpers. Bumpers is going to get to that, but then she wrong foots Siljan, and the ball goes deep into the Wildcat end as Rozga will give chase. Fall. Enning. Needs to be better communication here for the Wildcats as the Lakers looking a little bit dangerous. That ball's going to find its way over to Weissel on the far side. A shot, not on goal, but a shot for the Lakers here with 6:26 to go. Wildcats have got to be better in terms of communicating. Several times they've had situations where the player would do one thing when their teammate thought they would do the other. Big throw from Enning. Comes towards Triplett. Siljan. Now lands for Triplett. Outside for Bumpers. Bumpers with some track speed to the outside. Bumpers attacking the outside. Into the penalty area. Sends it across. Early. Looking for Kosnick. Horn pressing. Falls for Westerman. Now Kosnick. Kosnick tries to lay off. No one was making a run, but it was a good idea from Kosnick. The ball gets hit by, pitched up in the air that time by Siljan. Ehrenberg. Kosnick. Kosnick tries to lay that off for Horn. Horn wasn't making the run. And the chance goes begging. It's what we expected, a good match between these two teams. It would have been a surprise for either team to jump out to a massive lead over the other. As Kosnick. And Kosnick's going to get whistled for a foul there. There was not sure exactly what the foul was there. What's Kosnick supposed to do? Sometimes when the other team loses the battle of physics, it's not a foul. Kosnick, a strong player, strong center forward. And that being said, match control foul is always important. Good defense there by Ehrenberg, but better offense there by Schindler. Throw in for Lions near side. Played away that time by Westerman. Kosnick dispossessed. Opportunity in the midfield. That's Schindler. Sends it forward, but it's claimed confidently that time by the Wildcats. Now falls for Siljan. Siljan up for feeding Kosnick. Kosnick lays off for Westerman. Westerman looking for Bumpers, but I think Westerman thought Bumpers might go to the outside. She went to the inside. Oh, great play by Triplett, flashing across the formation to try to take that ball away. Lakers maintain possession. Lakers maintain possession, but they are going to, I think, put this into touch, and they do. So closing in on the remaining handful of minutes here in the first half. Oh, excellent opportunity here. Good block that time. Gets it back, slides it forward, and Enning with a great save. Comes out for Horn. This ball inexplicably goes back to the middle. It might have been deflected. Wildcats need a clearance. Just need a good clearance, and now they finally get it. Prior Lake asking questions of the Wildcat defense. Good defense to the outside. And a foul, again, against the Wildcats. I mean, fouls are now 8-1. I'm sorry, but
Wildcats free kick for the Lakers upcoming.
I don't think one team's committing 8 more fouls than the other. I don't know, man. Got to tell you, doesn't quite work for me there. both teams are physical, so both teams are going to use shoulder challenges. Both teams are going to be pushing and shoving, and it just seems like Wildcats have certainly been on the wrong end of a number of these calls. In any event, Lakers with a great free kick opportunity. They'll go to goal. It's going to go up and over the top. Schindler's free kick goes over the goal, out for a goal kick. And a bit of a wasted opportunity. You see Schindler a little disappointed as her body language suggests she really wanted to do better with that. She's been one of the engines for this Laker team this season and one of the engines in the midfield. Goal kick comes looking for Kosnick. Falls for Siljan. Ball gets pitched forward for Westerman. Can Westerman get on this? No, she's not. And they're going to get Westerman for a foul. Now this one, this one absolutely is a foul. She came in hard for this ball, trying to go for the ball, but she missed the ball. Westerman's going to get a yellow card caution here in the 38th minute. And I hope nobody is hurt there, but that was no problem at all with a foul, no problem with a yellow card there as Westerman came in with a lot of force. And the Laker player is up and moving around, so happy to see that. Nothing in it, I mean, no intent in it, but certainly too much force. And so Young, number 21, will take this free kick. Free kick comes in towards Kosnick, who pops it in the air. Wildcats need to be very careful here not to concede right before halftime as we approach the last 90 seconds of this half. Wildcats just need to get control of the ball. Pitched forward that time by Kosnick. Looks for Triplett. Nicely done. Triplett attacking outside. Triplett there watched by Phillips. Triplett tries to slam on the brakes. Phillips stays with it, though. That takes that ball down into the corner. And she'll put that into touch. Smartly done that time by Triplett. Phillips, I think, was trying to play it off of Triplett. This ball throw-in comes in for Bumpers, who plays it back for Kosnick. Everybody on both sides standing around. Triplett says, I'll take that ball, thank you very much. But her pass is intercepted by the Lakers, and they'll look to break. Less than a minute to go here, first half. Wildcats on the scoreboard dominating, but close on the field. Razga pitches this up and looks for Leitenberg, who came in to take Westerman's spot. Leitenberg, she's going to spin, she's going to turn, she's got a left foot. She's going to attack the penalty area. Tries to slide that across, nicely done for Bumpers. Now that's going to be a corner. I thought that might be a corner. Apparently off of Bumpers, only off of Bumpers. Defender did a great job that time of not conceding the corner. As we approach 10 seconds to go here.
10 seconds remaining.
In the first half, and barring the most unusual of circumstances, we will end the first half with a 2-0 scoreline to the Wildcats. Goals by Ava Leitenberg in the 6th and 9th minute have stood up, and the Wildcats, despite some great pressure from the Lakers, enjoy a 2-0 lead here at halftime Wildcat Stadium. So we'll step aside for halftime. We'll be back with the second half in about 10 minutes here at Wildcat Stadium. Thank you for joining us on ETV. We'll see you for the second half in a little while, everybody.
Scoring for the Wildcats in the 7th minute, number 8, Ava Leitenberg, with the assist, number 5, on Eagan, the time 6:15. Scoring for the Wildcats in the 9th.
Welcome back to ETV's coverage of the second half. Girls high school soccer between the Eagan Wildcats and the Prior Lake Lakers. Wildcats took a 2-goal lead in the first half. Lakers have climbed back into this game, giving us the match that we expected between these two quality girls high school soccer sides. Wildcats and Lakers now taking the field, as you can see there. We'll put 40 minutes on the clock here shortly, and we will be underway. Wildcats with 2 goals, both from Ava Leitenberg, their senior captain, in the 6th and 9th minute respectively. Took a little while for the Lakers to climb back into it, but they did, and created some challenges for the Wildcat defense with their high aggressive pressing. Set your lineup here for the Wildcats as Seehafer, Leitenberg, Weisendonner are your forwards. Bray, Burke, and Jolstrom your midfielders. Cron, Fall, your center backs. Outside backs are Illyria Yin and Enning. Ball gets put down deep for the Wildcats. We'll restart with a goal kick for the Lakers. And that ball will find touch, and Illyria Yin will have a throw on the far side. Ball comes in towards players, a number of players. It gets flicked out, gets ping-ponged over there. It's out into touch off of the Lakers. That's Ullman. This ball comes towards the back line. Kept in that time by the Lakers, but it's stolen away. The ball gets served to the middle. Nobody in a blue jersey able to be there. Cleared confidently up in the air. Burke looking right up into the sun. Illyria Yin with the ball. Flicks towards Seehafer. Seehafer is going to look and turn. She goes and does turn. She slides that ball over. The rebound falls gently there for the Wildcats, and now the Lakers will get a clearance. Jurek battling Fall. Fall sends it back for Cron. Cron out to Fall again. Jurek with good defense that time. High pressing defense. Creates problems. The Wildcats really need to step up and help each other in those situations. Not every opponent does that against these Wildcats. But the Lakers showing real quality in being able to press up the field. Collision there between Weisendonner and Hendrickson results in a free kick for the Lakers. Ball floats in towards a number of players, and that ball sent forward. Good play to the outside, and now switching to the inside for the Lakers. Well done. That's Anderson. Check it, Ullman. And a push in the back there against the Lakers, and they'll pick up their first foul of the second half.
I'll call them the Lakers.
Physical play, a big piece of both of these teams' styles. Both teams well supplied with strong athletic players. This ball finds its way to the Prior Lake midfield. She feels it's fed forward, and Weissel will be confidently off of her line to claim that. As I said, last game for these Wildcats, a 6-0 victory here against the Farmington Tigers. Hat tricks for Seehafer and Leitenberg. This ball flicks on. It's over the top. It's looking for Weisendonner. Weisendonner's going to try to slide this forward. She does to Seehafer. Goalie's out. Seehafer, a collision as Seehafer's taken out. Not sure the goalie got much of that ball. We wish we had a replay capability on this particular effort, but the Lakers are going to avoid trouble and get a good clearance. Certainly contact there between the keeper and Seehafer. Good Illyria Yin. Nice defense there, using that low center of gravity. She's hit again. Referee's going to see if this advantage develops to Seehafer. And it's poked away that time by Ulrich. Nicely done. Now Schindler will attack. Her opposite number, Cron to the outside, inside. Jurek with an opportunity, and a goal for Jurek. A goal for the Prior Lake Lakers. Jurek cashes in. Defense was stretched out a little bit, and Jurek scores for the Lakers in the 45th minute. And just like that, it is a one-goal soccer game. So Steim is going to get the assist on Jurek's goal. And the Wildcats will have to kick it into gear here as Holmberg claims that kickoff. So a quick start for the Lakers gets them right back into the game.
Eagan Jurek. The assist to number 16, Lawrence Schindler.
Jurek did a nice job of spinning around
Time of the goal, 44 minutes.
Isabella Fall, one of the better defenders in the state of Minnesota, and this ball gets played nice and deep. Well done. Leitenberg keeps it in. She serves it forward. This comes across the entire formation. Bray's going to make a run for this ball. She's going to get to it. She's going to keep it in. Bray's going to serve it back in. Gets it again. Plays it negative for Enning. Enning setting up a cross and sends it goal wides, and it's a corner. It took a deflection.
Center referee stops the clock.
Took a deflection, so we will have a corner for the Wildcats here to restart play. Center referee has stopped play as one of the Lakers. Let's see, I'm going to check the number here. Looks like Schindler had there was a collision. Her head was hit, and as a result, the center referee is going to send off Schindler, and Weisendonner will take this corner, slides it in towards the net, and it's in the net. And a goal for the Wildcats, striking quickly off of Kylie Weisendonner. I don't think Kylie Weisendonner is going to get credit for that goal. I think it's going to be going to someone else. And an offside call? An offside, you can't be offside on a corner kick. You can't be offside on a corner kick. How is that? I'm utterly confused. I wish we'll have to go back and look at the tape afterwards, but offside is the call, so it stays a 2-1 game. Opportunity for the Wildcats. This ball comes towards Holmberg and rolls out. I don't understand how the assistant referee raised his flag initially instead of running towards the midline. So he initially called it. But if you can't be offside, on a corner kick. How in the world is that? I don't understand how that ball was offside. That player was in an offside position. The word from the production staff is that, in the scorers, is that there was a push in the middle. It was not an offside call. And this ball is lost by Jolstrom to the corner. Ball gets crossed over by the Lakers. That was well done by Torres. Finds O'Leary in and goes out. The reason I'm a little bit confused, though, is if the foul occurred within a yard or two of the goal line. That free kick was taken at the edge of the goal area. So I'm not sure, in any event, it was a push from behind. That's the call. It was not an offside call. Obviously, the referees are in a good spot to spot pushes, and the Lakers will attack. Enning pitches that forward for Weisendonner. Weisendonner shielding the ball off, tries to send that forward for Leitenberg. Doesn't quite come off. Leary in with good defense on this far side. Good patience there by Ullman. Ullman battles, wins the throw. I think what was confusing me was that the free kick was taken from the wrong position. And a foul here against the Wildcats. So free kick for the Lakers, far side, near the 25 football yard line, so 35 yards out. Lakers with good momentum here, having scored from Jurek in the 45th minute. This ball comes down towards the edge of the penalty area. Misses most of everybody. The ball's pitched up into the air. That's well done, but Seehafer says not today and clears, gets a big clearance. That ball's going to flick in the air. And when the ball ping-pongs around like that, it's for anybody to get. Jurek knocks this one down, plays it outside for Torres. Torres goes back to the middle. Opportunity for Weissel. Weissel bravely off her line. Well done. But folks, at the top of the broadcast, we promised you a good game between two good teams, and we are absolutely getting that. Header goes towards Seehafer. It gets sent out by Ulrich. Nicely done. Oh, Torres with some nice foot skills there. Runs into a blue wall called Anna Enning, but Torres with some beautiful foot skills. She tries it again on Enning. This ball finds its way into touch. Another throw here for Ulrich. This one off of Torres and goes into touch. Seehafer pitches this forward. Weisendonner's going to make a run at it. Had to run around a couple of defenders. And the Lakers will have a throw. Inning for Kron. Kron sends it forward for Weisendonner. Nicely done. Weisendonner traps it down off her chest. Plays that forward, but Leitenberg wasn't moving at the time. So that's a situation where Weisendonner, Leitenberg, Seehafer, they need to be on the same page. As Weisendonner had the ball and pitched it forward, thinking Leitenberg might be making a run. Midfielders are going to have to come back and help a little bit on Jurek, and this ball gets around everybody. Seehafer's going to flash some all-state speed. She's going to get to that. Well done that time also by Hendrickson. Hendrickson wins it, takes it away from Seehafer. Nicely done. And that ball unlucky that time off of Torres and goes into touch. But Hendrickson with great speed and closing speed there, as Seehafer is a staple on the Wildcats 4x100 relay. Weisendonner goes to goal. Holmberg claims as Leitenberg unable to interrupt the keeper's vision. Ball comes towards Burke. Burke with her head. Over the top for Bray. Falls for the Lakers, and they will counterattack. Carney with it, far side. Now Leitenberg. Lays off for Jolstrom. Jolstrom back out for Leitenberg. Oh, it's played off of a white player. The Holmberg alertly off of her line to take that ball. Leitenberg never gave up on that ball. Burke winning another header. This one will find its way into touch, and it gives us a chance for the Eagan Wildcat soccer boosters to thank their platinum sponsors: Ansari's Chips Pickleball Club, the Eagan Hockey Association, Twin Cities Orthopedics, the Willie Team at Edina Realty, and Wave Soccer. Thank you for supporting these student athletes and supporting Wildcat soccer. Ball gets turned over there. Jurek with it. She's going to try to lay off there for one of her teammates. Yin gets in front of it, sends it forward for Leitenberg. That ball's going to stay in for a little while until it rolls into touch. Gold sponsors for the Eagan Soccer Boosters include Birchwood Dental, Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, Coldwell Banker, Rami Cormont, Dermatology Consultants, Eagan Arms, Eagan Football Association, Escape With Us Vacations, Homestead Auto, Salvo Soccer Club, Teresa's, Triple Diamond Sports Cards and Collectibles, and the Urgency Room. Thank you for supporting our student athletes and helping make all of this possible for this community. Good defense there against Seehafer. She'll have another chance to do something with it. Enning plays it forward that time for Bray. Nice layoff that time. Enning slides that forward. She's going to have an opportunity, but Weisendonner was going left. I think Enning was hoping Weisendonner might go to the right. Good step that time by Jolstrom. That will find its way back to Holmberg. Not a lot of shots on goal here in the second half. Of course, the 45th minute goal from Jurek. A big mark for the Lakers, but in terms of both sides, other than the corner with the push for the Wildcats, nothing much in terms of scoring opportunities for either side. Both teams quality on the defense. Ball comes in towards Weisendonner. There's a push in the back. Again, Kylie Weisendonner, I've said it before on broadcast, I'll say it again. Kylie Weisendonner loses so many fouls to physics. Ball gets through and is pitched out that time well by the Lakers. Illyria Yin's ball to the middle is intercepted. Almost a good tackle there by Jolstrom, and now she'll foul. She'll foul, which is not probably a bad idea as the Lakers were looking to break, so they'll bring the ball back for a free kick in their own end.
Foul call on the Wildcats free kick prior way.
I think the ball was rolling at the time, or do we have substitutions? No, the ball was rolling at the time. So the kick will be brought back and taken again, just under 26 minutes to go here in the second half. All to play for. Imagine the next goal will tell us a lot. We said at the top of the broadcast, the first team to 3 goals might be the winner. And that certainly might be the case, as this is a quick turn, shot, save, Weisel. She didn't get too far up off the ground, but she had the right stretch. Claims that, nicely done, Maddie Weisel. Snags it and will restart the Wildcat attack with this punt. Torres knocks it down. Anning with some footwork, dances to the middle. Now she's got some green grass in front of her. Now she goes by a couple of defenders. Now she's got an opportunity. She's going to try to slide that through for Leitenberg. Just hit it too softly. Leitenberg had space. If that had been hit 25% harder, Leitenberg would have been off to the races. And you see that the Wildcats certainly, the Lakers certainly want to run their offense through Jurek in that center forward position. The Wildcats, slightly different. They want to run their offense through their outside wings, their outside forwards. And a foul here against the Lakers. I'm not sure there was much there in that either. Wildcats will certainly take it, but a bit of a head scratcher from me. Looked like just 2 players falling down. Again, center referee Clinton LeBeau has a better view than we do. This ball comes in a little flat. It's played away that time by the played in. Wow. So played in away by the Lakers. And it's Schindler who's going to get the yellow card caution in the 56th minute. Clearly dissent. Schindler said something she should not have said.
The time was 55:42, replaced on the field by number 12, Maya Carney.
I'm a little confused as to why that's a drop ball. Ball was still in play when it's an interesting restart. In any event, Burke to the defense to the outside. And Burke concedes a very deep throw to the Lakers. Lakers will have that deep throw right near the northeast corner of Wildcat Stadium. It's played out that time again off of Burke. So big game for both of these teams. Off of Jolstrom's header. Fall pitches that forward for Leitenberg. Leitenberg lays off that time for Bray. Bray's ball too short. Opportunity here for Torres. Torres taking on Cron. Cron with a good tackle, forces Torres back. Ball straight into Weisel. Shot on goal, solid shot on goal, but didn't trouble Weisel at all. Good defense by Cron, forcing Torres to get back on her left foot. Nicely done, and nice save by Weisel. We've seen some good foot skills from Torres. Cron has to be careful. This ball's going to make it to the corner. Weisnotter's going to give chase, but it'll be into touch. Next game for these Wildcats on the 30th at 5 p.m. at Eastview. That game will be broadcast. Details are to be determined. It will not be an ETV broadcast, but I understand there will be a broadcast available. I'm not sure of the cost involved or the subscription involved, or whether we're not exactly sure what about that, but we do know that our good friend Skip Newton will be calling that game. In fact, I think he'll be calling both the boys and girls game. So a spin off. Yeah, there's a spin. Okay, as Weisendonner spins, she's taken down. That's a foul against the Lakers. I think because Weisendonner is so strong and has such a low center of gravity, she tends to lose a lot of foul calls to other players. Center referee's going to bring the wall back, the two-man wall back for the Lakers. Enning will stand over this. She'll put her right foot to it. Imagine she'll try to curl this in towards the penalty area. And she does. Holmberg, header that time, nicely done by Weisendonner. Weisendonner goes down, but Weisendonner got a big head to that. Fantastic effort by Kylie Weisendonner. As Enning runs through that, now runs through it again. Oh, she takes a hit in the head. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. That's a foul on, that has to be a foul on the defender. As Enning's coming through on the ball, defender didn't take any of the ball. Enning was moving towards the ball. There's some indication that maybe this was stopped because of a head collision, and certainly that makes sense, but it's also a foul. If the defender doesn't take that ball, which I don't think she did, why is that not a foul? Why is that not a penalty for the Wildcats? What's the referee going to do here? It doesn't look like he's going to award anything. He is going to send off both players, so Enning is going to leave. Laker player is still down. It was a collision, no question about that. Physical contact between these two players.
Now on to number 5 for the Wildcats.
Now the Prior Lake player up, at least sitting up, which is certainly a positive sign. And of course, nobody wants anybody, none of us want anybody to get hurt in these games, as both teams head towards the section playoffs and wind down their conference season. So it looks like it will be, I'm not sure about the restart now. The assistant referee is talking, on the far side is talking to Coach Q for the Wildcats. Center referee is standing in the middle near the penalty spot. He's making some motions towards the players that are being withdrawn. And I think he's gonna, I'm not sure, he's gonna call a foul on Anna Enning. Absolutely incomprehensible. Enning heads the ball, tries to run through a defender, gets taken out, and Enning gets the foul. I'm utterly perplexed by this restart. We'll have to go back and look at the replay after the game, but it sure looked like that. In any event, Prior Lake will restart from the edge of their goal area. And center referee is holding everyone until the Prior Lake coaching staff gets back into their technical area. Header away, nicely done. And that finds Steim. Valeria Yin dispossessed there. Attack to the outside. Nicely done. That ball comes to the middle. Cron gets a foot to it. Takes a touch. Blocked that time by Torres. Nicely done, and a handball. Advantage is played by the referee as this ball gets pitched down into the middle, into the inside. Good play by Jurek. She sends it across. Nicely done, and it finds Weissel. Good job by the Wildcats. Tricky stuff as the Prior Lake Lakers asking big questions of the Wildcat defense.
Number 18 on the save, Maddie Weissel.
Weissel kept her cool though, stayed in her net, figured it out, and made a play. Speaking of making a play, here's an opportunity for the Wildcats. Weisendonner around Anderson, feeds it back for Triplett, who's checked in. Triplett feeds that forward, looking for Leitenberg. Leitenberg is on a hat trick, tries to Go through the defense, can't. Triplet's going to claim this, though. Triplet to the corner. And she earns the corner. Nicely done, Tess Triplet. Second corner of the half, third of the game for the Wildcats. Weisendonner will stand over this one. Her corners have been effective in this game so far. Great opportunity here for the Wildcats to reestablish a 2-goal cushion as Weisendonner stands over this. Weisendonner keeps it coming in flat. Holmberg right into Holmberg's hands. Holmberg got that just right, and nobody in a blue uniform was able to get ahead to it. Nicely done. Ball comes back for Jurek, and a collision, and they're going to call a foul there, as Jurek is going to come up a little bit light. Good foul there against the Wildcats. There was a collision, and Fall didn't get any of the ball there. Nothing in the foul, but from 54 yards out. Free kick for Ullman, who sends this down towards the edge of the penalty area. Isabella Fall with a header, nicely done. Phillips with it. She tries to go around one defender, and Illyria Yin pitches that forward. Ava Leitenberg's going to make a run. Ava Leitenberg might have a chance to get to this ball before it goes into touch. She does. Oh, it's out of play. Unlucky for Leitenberg. She made about a 75-yard run and nearly kept that in. Wildcats being outshot in this second half by the Lakers. Not a lot of shots on goal for either team. Illyria again inside. Siljan with it. Siljan looks for Leitenberg. Leitenberg tries to go around one defender. Now she has it on her feet. Leitenberg sends it across, looking for Seehafer, but just not enough on that one. Fall pushes Jurek out to the side. Good defense that time by Fall, and cover for Illyria Yin. See that? Good defense by Fall, but great cover by Illyria Yin as Fall forced Jurek to the outside. Jurek used a lot of energy to get by, and then as she's getting by, Illyria Yin steps up and puts that into touch. Under 17 and a half minutes to go. Illyria Yin sends that forward looking for Weisendonner. Weisendonner is going to try to spin, turn up the field. She's going to be taken down, and a foul here against the Lakers. Two players leaning on each other. Not a lot in that.
Foul call on Prior Lake. Free kick, Wildcats.
Free kick for the Wildcats coming around the 44 football yard line, right in front of the Wildcats, the Laker bench. Leitenberg sends this down. Somebody on a blue jersey needs to get on the end of it, and no one can. Bit of a wasted opportunity there for the Wildcats. Somebody needs to get on the other end, be in the landing zone of that ball. And Holmberg easily comes off of her line and claims. Ball finds its way into touch. Near side, as Torres unable to keep it in. We're stopping the clock for some reason.
The referee stops the clock.
And now says to wind it.
Starting it again.
Not sure why so Enning back in. So she's been checked and appears to be fine. Enning heaves that down towards Weisendonner. It comes off of Ulrich's head. Falls for Weisendonner. And a handball? I think they're going to get Weisendonner with a handball there. May have come up and hit her hand. So free kick for the Lakers. Under 16 minutes to go here, second half. Young puts her foot to it, slides through for Illyria Yin, finds Leitenberg. Leitenberg with all sorts of room. She's one-on-one there with Hellberg. Leitenberg going to go around Hellberg. She's going to get to this ball. Continues her run. And she plays off Hellberg for a corner. Good job by Ava Leitenberg. So fourth corner of the game, third of the second half. for these Wildcats. Look, potential injury here for the Lakers.
It will be a corner kick for the Wildcats. Clock stop for the injury.
So injury in the corner for the Lakers. As all the players, it is a hot day. I shouldn't say hot day. It's a warm day made hotter by good humidity and a bright sunshine. And so that's Hellberg. She's going to scooch off the pitch. And replacements forthcoming for the Lakers. Coach Q for the Wildcats, sticking with this starting second half lineup for the most part. Although Siljan and Triplett have come in. This ball comes in towards the middle, comes up over the top. Weisendonner is going to get to that ball first, and it's going to go into touch. Nope, it's going to be a blue throw. So it's going to be a blue throw. Seehafer, Burke.
That's corner kick for the Wildcats. Was their third of the game, second of the second half.
Siljan. Now Siljan, I think that's going to be another corner. Yeah, it will be another corner as Siljan hammered that off of a defender. So Kylie Weisendonner will get another bite at the apple. We've seen her curl a couple in towards the penalty area. The last one Holmberg claimed confidently with her hands. So we'll see if Kylie Weisendonner is able to curl this one in and get a little bit of traffic in front of Holmberg. Big moment in this match. Comes in a little flat off of Holmberg. It's cleared that time by the defense.
Through to the goalkeeper, Brooklyn Holmberg, for the save.
Jurek with a battle. That ball finds the end. Now Jurek will break. Nicely done. The Wildcats need to do something to slow this momentum down. Ball gets played forward. That's Phillips. Phillips now with Jurek, who'd gotten back up. Nicely done there. Good tackle by Evie Burke. Had to get that right. She took the ball and both players went down in a heap, but no foul conceded by Burke. Under 14 minutes to go here, second half. The next goal will be Key. Burke, Leitenberg, she'll let that run. Now she goes around the defender. Now she attacks to the outside. Ava Leitenberg looking for Seehafer. The ball is spilled. It's sitting there in the penalty area. Opportunity for Siljan. Siljan goes to goal. Siljan off the football crossbar. Good shot by Audrey Siljan, but the Wildcats, whenever Leitenberg makes that run, passes negatively across the goal area, they've got to crash. Seehafer certainly did. Was well defended, but that ball was just sitting there. Another Wildcat in the vicinity would have tapped it in for a 2-goal lead. Instead, it's nervy stuff for the Wildcats. Big step there by Fall. Illyria Yin to the outside. She'll concede the throw. Lakers desperately trying to get back into this. Jurek gave them some life earlier in the half. And since then, they've struggled to create good scoring opportunities. They've had one. Well, Weissel made a nice play on it. Now here's another opportunity for Leitenberg. She's around the defender again. And wins the throw. Check it, the defender won the throw. Well done on the far side. Good step there by Siljan. Siljan stays with it. Plays off for Burke. Burke slides through for Seehafer. Good defense that time by the Lakers. Enning. Enning's got a lot of room to the outside. She goes to the inside as her outside was taken away. This ball gets sent over for Seehafer. Seehafer has been a little quiet here in this second half. Ball gets switched over to the far side. Illyria Yin pops it over for Triplett. Triplett on the back door. And that's off of, that might have been off of, it looked like it might have been off a defender, but in fact it was off of the cross, and so a goal kick for the Lakers. Coming up on 11 minutes to go here in the second half. compelling stuff here from Wildcat Stadium. As Enning goes backwards. Jurek watched by Cron. Ball gets switched back. That's Smith. And Enning earns the foul there. So as lopsided as the fouls were in the first half, second half they've been much more even. Both teams being whistled for, by my count, 5 fouls. Triplett plays a negative for Enning. Needs to be better communication, needs to be a plan here. It seems like the back and forth is simply to go back and forth. Seehafer with a throw. Finds Triplett in the middle. Triplett dispossessed. Leary into the far side. She'll put that into touch, break up the... Actually, is she going to earn the throw? She does. Angelina Illyria Yin, nicely done. She earns the throw. Opportunity for Leitenberg down the sideline. And Leitenberg will concede the throw far side. Wildcats by now have seen the Prior Lake offensive plan, feed Jurek in the middle and let her distribute. Would be a situation where getting to her might be helpful. Here's an opportunity for Seehafer. Good job by Holmberg getting off. Seehafer down to the deck, but certainly no foul there. Holmberg got that right, nicely done. Heavy collision, or I should say contact there. Not necessarily a collision, but a contact, and Seehafer goes down, but nice flash of the speed to the corner. Here's Triplett, speaking of to the corner. She's going to try to win that, and it's going to be a goal kick for the Lakers.
Off the Wildcats, and it's a goal kick, Prior Lake.
Both sides using this game as a march towards their conference title hopes. The winner of this game has a chance to win out and get a share or a piece of maybe even the sole conference title. The loser is going to be playing for second place as that ball gets flicked through by Tess Triplett. That was a nice ball for Leitenberg. It's not going to find its way into touch, though. And the Lakers will try to heave that forward. Finds Fall. Fall bodies off. Nicely done. Fall with it again. Nice job there by Seehafer with a turn. Seehafer taking on a defender. She has an opportunity. Now she goes to the outside. That ball gets sent out, and it's a throw for the Wildcats. It was good defense that time by the Lakers. It was good defense on the front, but then good cover as Seehafer went by one defender. Second defender did a nice job of claiming that. Wildcats try to get a turn there. They don't quite get it. Comes for Burke. Burke finds Leary again. She's got all day over there. She can go to goal. She shoots on goal. It's wide, but a good shot that time by Illyria Yin. She had all day over there by herself as we are now under 8 minutes to go, second half. Brooke with a good defense feeds to Leitenberg. Leitenberg's going to keep this in. Here's another opportunity. There need to be multiple blue bodies. Leitenberg slides that in towards the net. It sits there again. Opportunity for Seehafer. Lays it off, but nobody's moving towards it. And the chance goes begging for the Wildcats. Lakers will counter the other way, but that ball will be into touch. Frustration for Seehafer. She lays it off and no one went for the ball. Unlucky play there for Seehafer. She did the right thing, but both of her teammates, I think maybe they expected the other to take that ball. Just unlucky for the Wildcats that there wasn't at least better opportunity there to make more of that opportunity. Good step there by Anna Enning. Smith tries to switch the field. Finds Carney. Carney over the top. Finds Leary Yin, whose clearance is mishit. Jurek in the middle. Matched up on Fall. Jurek to goal. Ball slides wide, goes by everybody, and that will find its way into touch. So a goal kick for the Wildcats. Coming up with 6 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Substitutions here for the Lakers.
Prior Lake, back in City, DeBoer, number 10. Going off will be Reed Phillips, number 17.
The game still feels like it has a goal in it.
Goal kick Wildcats.
There's too much athleticism on this field to think that there's not going to be a couple of good goal-scoring opportunities left. This ball from Cron, the goal kick finds Seehafer. Seehafer tries to go around. Finds Enning. Seehafer not happy with that first throwing call. Enning clearly played that one out. This falls for Siljan. Weisendonner will knock this down and keep control of it. Play it back for Enning, who pitches that forward. Somebody in blue needs to make a run on the end of this. Leitenberg does. She flicks it on. If somehow somebody in blue is able to get on the end of this, they might have something going. Speaking of, here's Enning, and Enning's ball goes into touch. Wildcats need to be very careful here defensively. Triplet for Cron. Siljan with the battle. Cron. Nicely done. Good challenge. Players in blue have got to do a good job of communicating, setting each other up. There can't be balls to the wrong place. Weisel punts that one off, puts it over, well over the 50-yard line. Nicely done. Good punt. Header by Weisendonner. Weisendonner not letting her player turn. And Siljan's ball intercepted. Again, feeding Jurek. 1-2 passing. Nicely done here for the Lakers. Attacking on the far side. That's DeBoer. Claimed by Illyria Yin. Nicely done. Slides to the middle. Illyria Yin absolutely cleaned out on the far side. No whistle. Seehafer. Seehafer with a 1-2 with Weisendonner. Now she'll attack. She tries to slide through for Leitenberg. Leitenberg with a pitch and a turn, but doesn't quite come up with it. Illyria Yin absolutely pancaked on the far side. Assistant referee and the referee, neither one blew the whistle. Not sure how that helps the game at all. Ball comes up and over the top for Cron. Cron knocks that down. Nicely done. Outside to Enning. Every pass has to be measured. Every pass has to be thoughtful. Good defense there by Smith. She takes it away. Jurek to the middle. And Weisel will claim. Nicely done. Weisel quickly off of her line claims that. Nicely done. That's a situation where the Prior Lake attacking forwards are so strong, so powerful, so fast. It has to be team defense here for these Wildcats. As good as their defense is, they've got to work together. Ball gets pitched by Fall up towards Leitenberg. And that'll be a blue throw. So Westerman will come in for Weisendonner. Weisendonner doing good service here today. So a throw for Illyria Yin, far side. That ball comes in towards Leitenberg. Leitenberg's going to try to get this ball to attack to the outside, and that ball will be off of Prior Lake. So a deep throw now for the Wildcats. 2.5 minutes to go and change to go here in the second half. And a foul there against the Wildcats in the far corner. It has been a fairly even game here between these two sides. At the beginning of the game, we thought we would have a good match, and we certainly have, as Burke pitches that up and towards Triplet. Triplet to Chase. Siljan. Siljan leads off for Burke, outside for Leitenberg. And Leitenberg will attack the outside. Leitenberg to the middle. Leitenberg slides. Leitenberg off the post. Off the post and out. Unlucky that time for Ava Leitenberg. What great work on the outside. Substitution here with just less than 2 minutes to go for the Lakers. They'll throw on another forward.
On that Prior Lake substitution, Packy and Tina Jurek.
So Siljan Plays it back for Burke. Burke's ball finds touch. Again, blue jerseys just need to be behind their marks as Fall puts that into touch. Ball gets popped up high in the air off of Burke. Burke tries to win that again. That ball gets pitched forward that time by, I think, Siljan. Leitenberg's going to try to make a run on that, and Leitenberg's going to commit the foul. That's a good call. Leitenberg, a little extra English from behind. So a foul here against Leitenberg as we approach 1 minute to go. Lakers,
1 minute remaining in the second.
one desperate throw of the dice left. Opportunity here for the Lakers. Siljan's ball is blocked. Fall has her ball. Slides to the middle. Jurek with an opportunity. Jurek shoots. It's off the post. It goes wide. Oh, Jurek shoots. It was offside anyway. It was offside anyway. But Jurek shoots. It was off the post. The rebound came to one of her teammates. I believe that was, I'm not sure which number that was, but she was in an offside position.
26, Matea Smith.
And the Wildcats not leaving us without some drama. As that ball comes well up and over everyone, that ball's going to find Seehafer. Seehafer says, I'm not done scoring. She's going to go to goal. She's got an opportunity. She's beaten Ulrich. Seehafer slides it across. She hammers that across. Finds Leitenberg. Leitenberg goes to goal, and Leitenberg puts it out for a goal kick. And that will do it. The Wildcats, after scoring early in the first half, survive Jurek and the Lakers, making the second half all to play for. And the Wildcats continue their march towards the South Suburban Crown. The Lakers will regroup and take on Farmington next Monday. So the opportunities for both teams still there to get some wins that help them in their section seeding. But a big win here for the Wildcats here this morning, late morning from Wildcats Stadium. Goals by Leitenberg in the 6th and 9th minute, answered by Jurek in the 45th minute. But the Prior Lake Lakers just could not find the equalizer despite giving us some last-minute drama as Jurek found the post and her teammate was offside. So for an award-winning ETV crew, my name is Nathan Cron. Thank you for joining us here for girls high school soccer. Wildcats win today, this morning. Final score, Wildcats 2, Lakers 1.
Next home game, next week Wednesday, October